Mercedes-Benz 540K Special Roadster 1935. He Mercedes-Benz 540K W29 is a grand touring car built by the German firm Mercedes-Benz between 1936 and 1940. This car model first appeared in 1935 and lasted until 1940. The car was launched with a 500 kJ, 5,000 cubic centimeters, engine, but over time, the engine capacity was increased to a 540 kJ, 5,400 cubic centimeters, to meet market demand and changes in the 1930s. The 1935 Mercedes-Benz 540K Special Roadster was designed by Mercedes-Benz, the renowned German automaker. Under the hood was an inline-8 engine with a 4-speed manual transmission or a 5-speed option. Introduced at the 1936 Paris Motor Show, the Friedrich Geiger-designed car was a development of the 500K, itself a development of the SSK. Available as both a 2- and 4-seat cabriolet, 4-seater coupe or 7-seater limousine, with armored sides and armored glass, the 540K was one of the largest cars of its time, and it retailed for 28,000 Rm, approximately $230,000 in 2021, in 1936. The straight 8-cylinder engine of the 500K was enlarged in displacement to 5,401 cubic centimeters, 329.6 cu-in. 4. It was fed by twin pressurized updraft carburetors, developing 115 horsepower 86 kilowatts. In addition, there was an attached root supercharger, which could either be engaged manually for short periods, or automatically when the accelerator was pushed fully to the floor. 4. This increased power to 180 horsepower 130 kilowatts, enabling a top speed of 170 kilometers per hour, 110 miles per hour. 5. Power was sent to the rear wheels through a 4-speed or optional 5-speed manual gearbox that featured synchromesh on the top 3 gears. Vacuum-assisted hydraulic brakes kept the car under the driver's control. The 540K had the same chassis layout as the 500K, but it was significantly lightened by replacing the girder-like frame of the 500K with oval section tubes, an influence of the Silver Arrows racing campaign. To meet individual wishes of customers, 3 chassis variants were available. As for the 500K, 2 long versions with a 3,290 mm, 130 in wheelbase, differing in terms of powertrain and bodywork layout, and a short version with 2,980 mm, 117 in. The long variant, termed the normal chassis with the radiator directly above the front axle, served as the backbone for the 4-seater cabriolets, the B, with 4 side windows, and C, with 2 side windows, and for touring cars and saloons. The shorter chassis was for the 2-seater cabriolet, set up on a chassis on which radiator, engine, cockpit and all rearward modules, clarification needed, were moved 185 mm, 7.3 in, back from the front axle. 6. As usual with Mercedes cars of this period, the Sindelfingen factory provided in-house coach work, and employed 1,500 people to create the 540K, thus allowing for a great deal of owner customization, meaning only 70 chassis were ever bodied by independent builders. 5. Owners included Jack L. Warner of Warner Brothers Film Studios. 7. With the outbreak of World War II in 1939, the proposed further boring out of the engine to 5,800 cubic centimeters, 5.8 L, for a 580K was aborted, probably after only one such car was made. 2. Chassis production ceased in 1940, with the final 2 being completed that year, and earlier chassis were still being bodied at a steady rate during 1940, with smaller numbers being completed in the 1941 to 1943 period. Regular replacement bodies were ordered in 1944 for a few cars. Overview: 1935 Mercedes-Benz 540K Special Roadster. Specification details. Manufacturer Mercedes-Benz. Production years 1935 to 1940. Engine 5.4 L straight 8 with supercharger. Power output 180 HP, with supercharger engaged. Transmission 4-speed manual. Top speed around 110 miles per hour, 180 kilometers per hour. Chassis body on frame. Body style 2-door Roadster, Special Roadster. Coach builder Sindelfingen. Price, original, extremely expensive, for royalty, tycoons. Current value $10 million to $15 million plus, at auction. Notable features. Supercharged engine, compressor. The K in 540K stands for compressor. When the driver floors the accelerator, a clutch engages the supercharger for a sudden burst of power. Elegant design, long flowing fenders, a dramatically long hood, rear hinged doors, suicide doors, and a low windshield. Luxury interiors, hand-stitched leather, polished wood, and exquisite craftsmanship. Custom builds. Most 540K Special Roadsters were custom ordered, with slight variations depending on the buyer's tastes. Rarity, fewer than 30 Special Roadsters were ever made, making them incredibly rare.